Sangat talks. Sangat talks. Sangat talks.
Good morning, everyone. Today we'd like to welcome you all with the Sikh greeting. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Harpreet Kaur.
And I'm Baldeep Singh.
And it is with great pleasure that we welcome you all to our very first Sangat Talks event, Inspiration Through Vocation, hosted by Sangat Naujawan Sabha. Our aim today is to inspire and empower the next generation by reflecting on the incredible stories of individuals who, through their dedication, resilience, and faith, have achieved great success. I hope that when you leave us today, you will be motivated to dream big, push boundaries, and strive for a brighter future.
Today, we gather as a Sangat. In the Sikh faith, the concept of Sangat refers to a congregation that comes together to support one another on their spiritual and worldly journeys. But Sangat is more than just this gathering. It's about fostering a positive influence. The people we surround ourselves with, especially as we grow up, shape our thoughts and habits. So being in good Sangat is important to instill values such as compassion, resilience, and determination. As young people, or Naujawan, we have a responsibility to contribute to this Sangat. Our collective energy, ideas, and drive make us agents of change. This is why assemblies like this, or Sabha, are important. They provide us with mentors and role models, challenging us to grow and letting us leave positive impacts through learning good virtue.
Today's event is an example of this in action. We are sharing experiences, fostering dialogue, and empowering one another to think bigger and aim higher. We are fortunate today to have an incredible lineup of speakers, each bringing unique individual experiences and wisdom. I also want to extend my gratitude to our sponsors for their generosity in making this event possible.
So, to kickstart the morning, I'm honoured to introduce our very first speaker. He's a successful fundraiser and volunteer as an ambassador for Dementia UK and several other charities. Please welcome Manny Singh.
In life, there's a saying that we work to live, we don't live to work. People use that, don't they? Well, you'll be spending 30, 40, maybe 50 years of your life working. So are you going to say that's not part of your life? It's not work to live, it's life. That's life, and this is life. And we can portray ourselves in every aspect of our lives, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's doing something with a sick organisation or not. So I'm an ambassador for a charity called Dementia UK. And dementia is a condition that affects nearly 1 million people. It kills more people than any other illness in this country. And yet, in our faith, we just say, "Bujorg ho gaye, chetta bhulan lag paya." They're forgetting things. It's just part of old age. No, it's not. It is a condition, and we can help these people. So I became an ambassador for this charity, just reading up about it, not having a personal connection. And that's really important because you don't need a personal connection to do something good. We've been given, we're up there, top of the pyramid, remember. So we've got the ability to go out and help people for no reason whatsoever. My journey started with fitness. I was becoming a little bit overweight. I was a little bit immobile, and I started running at 45. So I didn't start running till I was 45, started doing the London Marathon, lots of challenge events. With that, I was using some of those blessings, hard work and determination, a bit of courage, a bit of commitment, resilience we just mentioned. I was displaying that, also getting fit, and the byproduct was a charity like Dementia UK was being helped. That's me at London 2024. I'm doing it again for the 5th time this year. I showed that to my dad and I told him that I won. He doesn't believe me. He goes, "Ah, perché though?" So, but you know, a huge achievement requires a lot of training, a lot of dedication, getting up early, going on runs. But I was using the ability that I was being blessed with. So it's not mine, you know. Those qualities aren't mine. They don't belong to me. I was blessed with them. I'm just now in a position to display them. And it's really, really important that you display those qualities in every moment of your life. You don't wait for a time. You display them right here and right now. I actually started by riding. So people follow me riding my bike. If you follow me on Twitter, my @ is @pedal Singh. And so pedaling a bike. And I rode my bike to Liverpool, Anfield. Any football fans here? Yeah, look, he's nodding his head. So I'm a massive Wolves fan. Don't boo, please. So I followed the club from a young age, 1987. I went with a few Gorde friends. I was Munna, you know, didn't really follow my faith, didn't understand my faith. And I followed football just as a typical fan. But as Sikhi came into my life, I didn't turn my back on football. I still saw humans there. I still thought I can go authentically as me into that ground and introduce my way of life. And the reaction was amazing. So the key is not about your own comfort zone in the Gurdwara or sitting around your family. It's actually being proud of this roop that you've been given, about this whole wealth of knowledge that we've been given by our gurus, and using it wherever you are. Doesn't matter where the playground is. It's also a chance for you to express yourselves, and you should be confident in doing that. So I rode my bike, really hard work, and I thought, any other way can I go to a football match? So we were playing Chelsea away in October 22, and I walked. So I walked to Chelsea from Wolverhampton, 125 miles, alone, no support cars, nobody with me, didn't take any food because there's shops on the way, we can buy food. Toilets, I'm a bloke, we only need a tree most of the time. So, you know, it was possible because I've been given everything that I need. To get to Chelsea, hard work. Did I have to use hard work? Resilience, dedication, commitment, courage, lots and lots of qualities again. They're all inside me. Name somebody really famous in this world that's achieved to the highest level. Somebody that everybody knows. There you go, Ronaldo. Who said Ronaldo? At the back. So Ronaldo, I'll tell you a story about Ronaldo quickly, and somebody keep an eye on my time so you know when to throw me off. It's really important. So Ronaldo in 2004 played against my side. Wolves, we're bottom of the league. They were top. Nothing changes. Apart from them, they're not doing so well. They were like the best team in the country, Manchester United. Beckham, Giggs, Scholes, Ferdinand, Keane. And they had a new player, 18 years old, and his name was Cristiano Ronaldo. And we beat them 1-0. We shocked them. We beat them 1-0. And I went home, and my dad said, "Oh, no, my player, Ronaldo, what was he like?" I said, "He's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. He will never make it as a footballer." And yet he went on to become one of the best that the world has ever seen. What did Ronaldo have to do to become the best? What did he have to do? Hard work. He made hard work his best friend. He was the first one into training. He was the last one out. You know, when someone at school tells you to work harder, we think, "Oh, God, I've got to work hard." But without hard work, nothing is possible. The best people who have achieved amazing things fall in love with working hard. Hard work, what else? Any other qualities you had to use? Dedication. You know, he was there all the time. He never missed training. Like I said, he was the last one out. He kept practicing until he perfected whatever art he was doing. So hard work, dedication, commitment, resilience, kindness. He was using kindness. He was kind to himself. He convinced himself. He looked in the mirror and said, "You can do this. I believe in you." And he became amazing at what he did. Well, now the qualities he used are exactly the same qualities that I used: hard work, determination, dedication. Where do they come from? Where do those qualities come from? Anybody? Where do they come from? Amazon, next day delivery? Go on.
Your heart.
Within you. They're within you, aren't they? If I said to you, can you work hard? What's the answer?
Yeah.
Tomorrow when you get up, can you work hard again?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it's free, it lives inside you, and it never, ever runs out. Love, courage, kindness, resilience. It's like this free bundle that we've got with being human. We just forget to use it, or we put it to one side, and we think one day we will use it. No. Use it right here, right now. It's free. You might as well. It makes you achieve great things. So the glory doesn't go to Manny, because Manny is a label that my parents stuck on me when I was a baby in hospital, because they wanted to pick the right one up when they went home, because they all look the same. It's just a label, just a layer. The reality of all of you lives deep inside you, and the qualities you have to use to achieve things in life are free. That's amazing, isn't it? Free, and they never, ever run out. So from there, I launched something called Samosa Saturday. You know, we were doing a bucket collection at the football game, and I thought, as he said, we can't just ask for money. Let's give something back, because that's what our dharam is about, giving something back. So we went home, we cooked some samosa, hard work, man, cooking samosa, and we launched this as a one-off event, and it just went mad. So we've just gone past 60,000 samosa. We cooked at home. The whole family gets involved, and we serve them to fans. And we say, whether you want to donate or not is up to you. We don't care. We're going to feed you today. And they donate huge amounts. People give me a couple of £100 for one samosa because they feel so inspired. We call it the humble little triangle. So again, the concept comes from our guru. You know, that's where it comes from. The art of giving food and sharing with somebody. It's not my art, it's my guru's art. I'm just using his kamai, his earnings. But it not only inspired my family, it inspired people I didn't even know. You know, they're not from my family, they look different, don't they? Jacob, he's done like 3 sleep-outs where he sleeps out every night, raises funds for homeless. Benoit, he ran 5K every day for a month to raise funds for Acorns Hospice. You know, these kids get inspired. They also want to do the same thing. They're being inspired by somebody out of their faith. They don't even really know about Sikhi. They probably might not even believe in God. But the qualities of God we all use every single day. Whether we acknowledge it or not, that's down to us. But we're using what Akal has given us every moment of our lives, regardless of whatever your faith you're from. And it inspires people of different backgrounds. I then walked all the way to Newcastle, decided to go a little bit further. So if you've ever driven to Newcastle, it's a long way away, and there's a lot of hills. Who put hills in Yorkshire? My God. So I went alone. I walked the first day with my son. He did 33 miles. I was really super proud of him. He's never even walked to the shop over the road, so he did really well. Took me just over 4 days, 200 miles, about 100,000 steps a day, 20 hours of walking. Would I have felt pain? Yeah. I feel pain after walking to the car park. The gudda, the knees, the ankles, the back. But the relationship with pain, what does pain want you to do? What does it? Go on. Stop, yeah? Pain, what's it want you to do? It wants you to stop. It wants you to give up. It wants you to say to yourself that I can't do this anymore. So that's a thought, that is. That's the thought that it wants to give you. So I look at pain and I think, well, you're going to be a part of my life. Name somebody in this world that doesn't go through pain. Every single person. Pain, pleasure, good day, bad day, good day, bad day. So you accept that it's part of your journey. And when you accept it, when pain comes, you look at it and think, I'm not going to give you what you want. Then pain looks at you and thinks, oh my God, this guy isn't stopping. Eventually, it comes with you on your journey. You own pain. It does not own you. And you can do that with your thought process. In our dharma, in our faith, it's really easy because we've been given the art of meditation on the name of God, Waheguru. It's free. When we do it, we feel great. If you do half an hour Simran and leave the house, you feel like $1 million. You feel like you can take on the world. When you get up late and you run out of the house and you're stuck at the lights and you're late for the meeting and you get angry, your day doesn't go really well. So use that power. That power builds you up, builds up your strength, builds up your courage, because you know the downs will come, but you're ready for those downs. And that's what I was. I was ready for those downs. And after 4 days, I felt like I could walk forever. I felt invincible. I felt the energy inside me was so strong that, I'm not an athlete. I'm not an Olympian. I'm not, don't really train that often. But I know the energy has no limits. Schools invited me. You've invited me today. I haven't asked to come here. You invited me. I went to this school in Crickhowell. They'd never, ever seen somebody from a different faith in their lives before. In Wales, on the mountains, Brecon Beacons, little village. Never seen. They said that's the first time they've ever seen somebody of faith, of a different colour, of a different background. And that's what you can do. I didn't change my ways to go there. I still went in my sarup, the blessings that I've been given. And then suddenly this happens, a claim. So what's a claim? What is a claim? Does anybody know? What is it? When you get a claim at school, what's that mean? Recognise. So suddenly people start doing this. They start clapping. It wasn't your target, but people start doing it. So this person nominated me to carry the baton at the Commonwealth Games. I don't know who that person is, never met them, but it's somebody who's being inspired to recognise your achievements. All I'm doing is using what's free inside the box. It's not even mine. What a fraud. Anyway, I got a degree from the University of Wolverhampton. I never went to university. I wasn't even that good at school. I went back home and I told my daughter, who's in her 3rd year at University of Birmingham, that I got one through the post. She's not very happy. But it just shows you, if you display those qualities, then even institutions will recognise you. That still goes on my CV. Still going to open doors for me, isn't it? Didn't go to university, but it's never, ever too late. Even for people of slightly older generation, it's never too late. When you display what you have inside and bring it out, then anything is possible. So possible that your House of Commons ask you to speak. They gave me a mic. I thought it was just a visit, and then they gave me a mic, and they said, "Can you speak about dementia?" I said, "Well, what the hell do you do then, if you want me to speak to you?" But it just shows I'm just Manny from down the road, born and bred in Wolverhampton, lived with my family, did all the things that kids do, had a fairly simple, humble upbringing. Parents had to work hard, just for their existence. Every day, 7 days a week, mom and dad, really working hard. And, prime ministers are inviting you. So much so, one wrote to me. Now, I haven't got much great words to write about the Prime Minister, but he wrote about me. "Dear Manny, thank you for everything." So suddenly, the person that's giving you a claim is the Prime Minister. Didn't ask him. I actually ignored it. He called me on Instagram from the Prime Minister's office, direct call, while I was walking to Newcastle. I ended the call because I thought, that's a scam. The Prime Minister doesn't ring you. And he sent the letter, so he wrote the letter, and I was presented it on the pitch. And then, this geezer. Now, I went to the garden party, and this geezer invited me. Now, I've never invited him to my garden. I don't think he'd be that impressed. But he invited me to his. So this is the king. This is the king and the Prime Minister giving you a claim. Think about that. All I did was use what you've got. And you, and you, and you. I'm only using what I've been blessed with, not something that I earned. When I look at him, is he rich? Yes or no? Who said yes? Go on. Why is he rich? Tell me. He's got fancy clothes. What do you think? My clothes aren't fancy? I don't think you can ever determine richness on possessions and materials and titles. He just recovered from cancer. I've never had cancer. His sons aren't even speaking to him. Mine are. Even a king will go through pain. It does not matter whether you're a king or somebody on the streets. Your line will be like this. Ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. The ones who are rich, who will stay like this. Through all the ups and downs, they stay balanced, they stay confident, they stay courageous. It doesn't affect them. That's where richness comes from. My last challenge, I walked for 48 hours, the last one I did in September. So lots of people, young people, old people said, we would love to join you, Manny. And I said, well, walking to Newcastle, London, it's quite hard for you to join me. So I'll walk around the same place. So I walked around Molineux Stadium continuously for 48 hours, no sleep, just kept walking. And people joined me, young people, school children. There's a 90-year-old Gora who's got knee replacements. He just wanted to do one lap with me because he felt like he played a part as well. So he suddenly inspire people. Robert Plant is like Led Zeppelin lead singer, founder of rock music in this country. He came and joined me. Footballers came and joined me. So suddenly lots and lots of people inspired. It was hard work, yeah. But, see this little kid, this little Singh, Carl Saji, I don't even know who he is. He just joined us for the family photograph. He sneaked into the stadium. But he got so inspired, he went back to his school and he said to his headmaster, I want to walk around the playground, 5,000 steps. I went and joined him and he raised £2,500. He's 7 years old. At 7, I didn't do that. Wow. So the people you're going to inspire by your actions, you won't even know them. And this happened. So I was invited, and we've seen the Pride of Britain Awards before, and they awarded me this like Fundraiser of the Year. I'm sitting on a table with Simon Cowell and James Corden and all these people, and Keir Starmer's there and everything. And me and my wife are sort of laughing, thinking, what are we doing here? So people of great stature, people who have achieved, still want to listen to your story. Jim Broadbent, he won an Oscar. He's been in Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. And he came on, and my youngest son is a big fan of those films. And he came on stage and he went, Manny, you're such a legend. And my son burst out laughing. He goes, how the hell is Jim Broadbent calling my dad a legend? He doesn't know him properly. So even great people will recognise what you're doing. And I haven't put this on a mantelpiece. I haven't put it away, on the shelf somewhere. It's gone to schools. It's gone to organisations. I've handed it over. So you can look at it. Pass it around if you want. And you can be inspired. And you can think that we can also achieve. But your target should never, ever be the award or the Prime Minister, or the King. Let them chase you. Don't chase them. So this is how I see life, just to finish off. The process of life. Target, knowledge, practice, achievement, and acclaim. Now, guess what? We all want acclaim. We all want good things in life. We all want people to think great things of us. It's not going to happen just sitting here. It's not going to happen. So we start with a target, and someone's target might be, I want a nice house, I want, that dream car. But actually, I know something about all of you. Hands up if you want to be happy. Hands up. So everybody wants to be happy. That makes all of us exactly the same. All of us exactly the same. We want peace of mind, shanti. We want that. No one says, oh, I don't want to be happy. Everyone says, I want to be happy. So we need knowledge. I want to be happy. Now I need some knowledge on how to get there. Now, I think we're at a bit of an advantage here because we had these 10 immortal beings that came in human form, and then they left all their teachings in script form. Wow. That knowledge is so vast that you touch a little bit of it and it expands. It's not 1430 young, it is limitless. So we have a lot of knowledge that tells us. And what does it tell us? Who are you? Who are you? That's your name? I didn't ask your name. I'm asking who are you? See, the name is your label. Remember, it's a label. What you wear is just wrapping paper. Really, it is. It portrays who you are. The reality is you realizing who you are. Self-realization. Until you know who you are, you won't achieve anything. The first thing we have to do, apne aap nu jano. Who are we? We are completely, utterly limitless. We have no boundaries, and we're a part of the Supreme. There's no difference between God and us. No difference. No one gets 5% or 20% or 60%. God decided to give you all 100%. 100% of his power he decided to give to you. We just sit on it. We never use it. So when we use it, practice. We get the knowledge, we practice the hard work, those getting up early, doing those things. And then we start to achieve. I get to Newcastle, I finish the London Marathon, and suddenly acclaim, people start clapping you. If I'm facing the sun, if the sun's over there and I'm facing it, where is my shadow? In front of me or behind me? Behind me. So as I'm focusing on the sun, that's my light, that's my energy, and that's all I'm focused on. What happens to the shadow? It basically follows you. It follows you. But if I turn my back, so I'm going to turn my back on my energy, on who I am, on that light, and I'm going to look at the shadows. As I'm running towards the shadows move away. We're not here to chase homes and cars and awards and letters and invitations. We're here to use the energy inside us. And when we put it on display, those people, they chase you. See, when you abandon the shadows and face the sun, then even kings will write to you. Thank you very much.